What's good, man?
Good.
How y'all
Hey,
feeling?
that hat looking good on you, boy.
Yeah.
Bro, this is fucking the color, bro. The green.
Yes, sir.
Why green though? Why green? Lake Arbor.
Man, Kelly Green, man. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, GKD?
Street cred.
Bro, this is a fucking. I didn't know there was like a thread right here. G.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just the trucker vibe. You know what I'm saying?
The trucker.
We have to get that going, man. You know, the Kelly Green. You know, to match the Lake Arbor Way sign, and you know, just to let it be known, man. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Green.
Facts.
You did.
Yo, GK, you're wearing a jacket inside, bro. Are you that cold right now?
It's just a chill vibe right now.
That's the Drizzy knocked the vibe though.
Kick the fucking whip.
Hey, go ahead.
And then JohnnyJon with the fisheye lens right now.
Yes, sir.
Fisheye. That's swag as shit. Okay, yo, okay, I'm gonna introduce you guys.
I should have said man's no heart. Man's no heart.
But yo, okay, I'm gonna introduce
you too, man. Make sure y'all get y'all merch, man. I'm
There you go.
gonna just be the model for our brand right now, since
promo
you know
that shit. Promo
since
that.
the rest of the team ain't get the memo. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, Bago, you and GKD are both on that Nocta vibe right now with the jackets.
Yeah, bro. Puffer season. You know the vibes.
I need that. Drake's the go with that, man. I don't even know.
Yes, sir.
But yo, okay, let me introduce you guys. So we got Sebago, GKD, and JohnnyJon. So how I met you guys, bro. Fucking Bago, man. We met fucking Spire Institute in 2013, 2014. Basically, bro, we were like roommates for like a whole like 9 months. And after that, we just kept in touch and we just been, you know, close ever since. And then GKD and JohnnyJon, we met last summer at Caravana. Well, we went to Montreal first and then you know, we head down to fucking Caravana, did our thing, and then, bro, I remember. Okay, April 10th was not finished, like back then when on that trip. It wasn't finished, right?
Yeah, it wasn't finished yet. Well, the song was basically finished, but we didn't have it like the mix and master version yet.
Yeah, the mastered. Because I remember you guys went back in the studio at the Airbnb and
we was recording songs,
fine tuning it and shit like that.
Yep. Yeah, the song definitely wasn't done. I'd say like we definitely had you know, the lyrics and, you know, the full concept, everything laid out, but like just maybe like the final version that's, you know, out on like all distributing platforms. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that yet, you know?
Yeah.
So you definitely heard the song before it even came out.
Facts. I was like, OG. That's OG. I was in the cut when that happened. Yo, you know what's funny? You know you posted a photo blog on Twitter. It was like, yo, where it started. I took that photo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He did.
You know which photo I'm talking about, right? You know which one?
Adjusting the mic and everything.
Yeah,
you did.
I took that photo, but yo, so during that trip, was there any songs that you guys were recording that came onto the album?
I don't think. Nah.
No.
We was gonna play Airbnb freestyle, but
that
didn't go in there.
Okay. I thought Best Friend was. I thought you guys were recording Best Friend when we were on that trip.
We did that song like 2 days before we went to Montreal though.
Okay, that's hype. So, yo, how do you? Okay, people don't know. I know this, but some people don't know. But how did you guys meet? How did this music thing come about? And like, what inspired you guys? Like, just take me through that. Like, everyone can answer. Anyone can, like, you know, fucking give their input. I don't really give a fuck. So, tell me about it, bro.
Well, for me, individually, like me, music wise, you know, I've always, you know, been a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? Just in terms of like as a consumer. listening to music, BT's 106, 106 in Park, top 10 countdowns, and what I'm saying, G Unit, Dipset, so like I loved those artists, and I was a fan of those artists. I think like I was, making music was never really a thing that I thought I'd see myself doing. But I think around 2018, when we all came together, is when, that kind of became a thing, when, GKD and JohnnyJon were kind of like, yo, like you should try this. You know what I'm saying? So personally, like I can say that I never really expected or planned, to make music, so to speak.
So it was recent.
Yeah, it was like in the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And like I'd say like this project that we just put out, Thank You Lake Arbor, really like solidified me making music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. So GKD, but you were singing before this, right? Like you had a few singles out and shit like that.
I was getting into music like before. Before I got into music, I was kind of just helping other people make music. So like being there during their process, you know what I'm saying, studio time, things like that, giving my input. I always felt like it was something I would eventually, I knew how to do, that I would eventually get into it. So I would say a couple of years before that, I'd try to make my own project. Got to the point where I remember, I knew John was making beats, music, and then I would say around that 2018 time is when, or a little bit before then, is when Bago was just like, yo, y'all should just do music. And the way it happened too was I sent Bago like a little freestyle on this little beat that I found on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to send like little free verses and stuff to Bago all the time.
Yeah.
So he sent it just how like John used to send Bago beats. You know what I'm saying? A little middleman. And then I guess like 10 minutes after I sent Bago a freestyle, I just got like beats from John. I was like, oh shit. I hit up Bago. I was like, hey, yo, John just sent me beats, bro. And these shit's hard.
Yo,
these shit's hard.
So John really paved the way though at the end of the day with the beats and everything.
For sure.
For sure on that, and it hasn't been the same since then, I guess, because then it kind of just solidified it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are just like homies, so you're like, you know what, like let's fucking do this, why not? It's a why not thing,
Yeah.
But
and at the end of the day, it was something that we did as a fun thing, like whenever we were coming back from the clubs, we would just always there was this one beat that John, had that, if we find the footage, I'm gonna send it to you, where we was always freestyling to it on the way to the clubs, on the way back, or whatever the case is. And, so we were just like, oh, okay. Like, when we started recording stuff, I remember John started bringing out his little phone and putting it on the My Story on Instagram. And then we get like a couple of reactions and stuff like that. So then when we kind of felt that, and we were like, yo, okay. Yeah. And then it kind of led into like, yo, we should all just, do this. Because JohnnyJon was making the beats, and GKD was killing it on the freestyle, and I was there being the hype man. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
So, but John, like, okay, for you, bro, like, the thing is, like, if I didn't know you guys and like I saw you guys, like, and they were like, okay, which one's the producer? I would guess John every single time, because you're very low key, you don't talk as much, and it's just like the producer vibe. Do you feel that way? Do you feel that way? Like, do you like want to give off that image? Like, it's just like, I'm in the back, I'm behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the back for real. I don't need that much attention.
Yeah,
I'm just doing my thing.
Just doing your thing. Well, okay, when was the first beat you made? Like, when was, like, do you remember that?
Yeah, I made my first beat in like 2013. So it's been like 7 years.
Okay, so you started way earlier. Like you were like
Yeah,
into that
yeah,
like headspace a long time ago.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to rap at first, but that ain't my lane.
Actually, you want to rap that? Damn. Okay.
Hey, you gotta scroll deep through Twitter to find the track.
I delete
You
all
delete
them
them, Josh?
tweets.
I
Yeah.
feel like that shit would have been tough though. I don't know. Like you got that like
Hey,
mysterious fucking
I
vibe.
liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yo, okay,
That shit was
I don't even know the story behind April 10th. Like, why is it called April 10th? I don't even know that, bro. Like, what's like, how did that? What was the process behind that?
So whenever I make beats, I name the beat the day I made the beat.
Oh shit.
So I made the beat April 10th beat on April 10th. So we just ran with that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's actually so hard, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It's so simple, but it's so tough.
Yeah. Nah, facts.
Yeah.
You know? Because I thought some shit happened on April 10th. Like you guys
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy part is that's 4 days before my B-Day.
Dang, okay. So April
Yeah.
14th is your birthday.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it was definitely you know, and we kind of, you know, April 10th is like kind of as far back as, you know, it's kind of like the stamp that we put on, like, okay, as far back as we can think of when we decided to start making it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a collective, at least.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, me and GKD, when we heard the April 10th beat the first time, that's when we came up with the song right on the spot. But like, yeah, I'd say like just April 10th. We always use it just as a way, as a means of, maybe it's not the exact day, but you know, we always use it as the you know, when we look back through the timeline, we're able to say, you know, on April 10th or
yeah,
you know.
bro. I mean, like at this point, that's the anthem. Like if you guys like for me, like you know what I mean? Like
point.
it's like
You said
it's
what,
like,
GK?
Starting point, because if you really think about it, I remember that day, you know what I'm saying? We decided to pull up to John's house, and then we were like, okay, we've officially agreed we're gonna start making music. All right, John, start playing all your beats. And when we came across that beat, we were like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was ready to go to the next one. And from right there, like within 2 or 3 seconds of hearing the beat, we started coming up with something. And it was the first song that was basically done too.
like you guys,
that song was done on the first day we decided to start doing music.
First day, like right, like that day.
Yeah. That's
like
crazy.
like in
Fuck.
15, 10 minutes. Yo, we have the clip. You know, the clip, we have the clip. It's like really like what? How many minutes would you say, GK or John?
That song was good within 30 minutes.
Yeah. It was probably less than that, honestly.
Seconds in, though. First 5 seconds in, it was like a rap.
Yeah, facts.
That fast. Dang.
Yeah.
That's like unheard of though, bro. Like an anthem like in 30. I mean, if you think about it though, it makes sense. Like 30 minutes just right off the top, you know, just like you feeling it and you just fucking go in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think for us it definitely just it caught our vibe. Like it was the vibe more so that made it like, okay, yeah, this is just, it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't too much that we had to think about, or like, you know, it just kind of just planned itself. It just kind of happened on its own. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was in a very genuine moment. Like we were just like going through beats, but then we stumbled on that one and we were just like, oh, and it just kind of played the course from there for real.
Right. So, okay, Brago, I've told you this multiple times and I'm gonna be honest. I fuck with the whole song 100%. But the second part, bro, I just wish you guys just kept going like the first part. I've told you this a lot. Haven't I told you this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always say that.
So, okay, like what was the deciding factor with that switch up?
Well, you know, we're from the DMV area, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we grew up in different styles of music, and one of the influences, you know, in the whole DMV area and to us as well is just, you know, go-go music.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And go-go music is like this breakdown, just you
get
know, just get it,
Just
you know,
get in
drums,
it.
live band type vibe. And it's like, you know, it's just a vibe. So we were like, yo, like it fits on here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it was inspired. And you know, that's when even and as you see the footage, that kind of came about very just naturally, because I'm gonna give a little backstory on that joint, how the back it up part came. And GKD probably remembers, because I told him about this at the time. So JohnnyJon had the camera recording the whole session. This is the first time. So he just had his iPhone recording the whole session.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we had already came with the first part. And then that's when JohnnyJon had the slowed version of the track. So that's the second half of April 10th, which is a slow down version of April 10th. Yeah. And you know, so he had that joint, and then yeah. So at the time, you know, we were kind of just still trying to figure it out. But then I had to charge my phone. So my phone, as I was charging it, and then, you know, when you don't have space on your phone and it says backup storage for iCloud. So that's what I was just like. I just said, back it up.
Back it up.
And then GKD ran with it while he was going on. He just kept saying, back it up. And then that's what I just kept playing on with it. And I started adding my ad-libs right on there, right under GKD's back it up.
Right.
So it was just very natural. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I was just like, yo, this gotta have all ad-libs on this show.
That's crazy,
you know what I'm saying? So it just happened literally off of what was happening in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Very like candid, you know? It wasn't like forced. It just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a crazy story behind April 10th. Back it up.
Yeah, man. That's so I don't even think JohnnyJon.
Yeah, I never knew that.
JohnnyJon didn't even know that? You didn't even know that?
Yeah, nah.
I do remember him saying back up on his phone, but I didn't remember exactly going like this.
Like, if you go check the footage, you'll see when I go charge my phone, I plug it, I look at it, and I'm just like, back it up. That's where you'll see.
You have that all on tape?
We have it.
Yeah, bro, you gotta like post that like everywhere on every single platform there is. Like LinkedIn, Snapchat, Facebook, everything. That is that's hard, bro. That's hard. But you know what? Okay, you know what it is though, bro. In the music video, man, it made me like the song more, and that's what a music video should do for a song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fact.
Is that like what you guys like when you guys were making the music video? Were you guys thinking like, yo, like this, like it's gonna complement the song? It's obviously a music video for the song, but I hope more people are gonna gravitate towards it because of, you know, the visuals and shit like that. Like, is that like a thought process that went into
it? I would say I would say more so we just wanted to portray the same vibe that we had in the song that we would display in the video, you know? Like, I remember originally when we were thinking of, you know what I'm saying, of the video, for me, I'm kind of, I like the Omarion Bow Wow type feel.
Yeah.
You know the I forgot the name of the song, but like how everybody's like chill vibe, slow motion, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I think we kind of put all the ideas together, and then Bago kind of helped execute it
right.
way we kind of intended it.
Bro, it was so well made. Like when I first saw it, I was at a loss for words. I was like, fuck. And I keep it 100. Like, I keep it 100. Bago knows this. Like, I would tell him if it's whack. I would tell him if it's like, yo, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, bro, that shit was, and like the feedback, like that that was crazy. Like like you guys got a lot of good feedback, right? Like
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was the
mean,
first video.
first one. Damn.
First
And then,
week too.
what do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean first week?
First week of posting it. Within that week, we had like 1,000 organic views.
Yeah.
Organic views, like straight.
Just like people that you don't even know, like from other.
I think that's kind of what I was impressed by, because a lot of the times when we think of views, it's not just like one person or 1,000 people, but it's people going back to it to watch it over and over and over again. I remember, it's funny, my little brother was at work a couple of days ago, and he said one of his coworkers, everybody wears a mask, so he just got a new job recently.
Right.
So nobody really knows how anybody looks like that. But he said he was at work, and then one of his coworkers hit him up. He was like, "Yo, video, wasn't you?" And he's like, "How do you know what that is?" He's like, "How do you know what that is?" He was like, "Yeah, I know them." I'm still trying to figure out who it was, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't tell me. He said he forgot his coworker's name. I'm like, that don't make sense.
Yo,
but his coworker recognized him from our video. He said, "You was the one holding the sign."
Oh shoot, yeah, that dude. Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I know all of them." He said, "GKD, my brother, and Vago and John, like, I know them." I was like, "What?"
Bro, word gets around, man. If that shit is
they
dope,
get
it
found
gets
out through cameos.
Yeah, man. Like it gets around, man. Like especially like do people like are people very like connected into the DMV? Like people know each other like really well. Like everyone knows everyone everywhere.
Yeah, John, like,
Yeah, I'd say
or
that for sure.
of somebody,
Yeah.
of somebody.
Like here's my thing. Like in Vancouver, if some shit is like whack, people like talk about it. They let people like know like yeah that thing like it wasn't good. Like you know what I mean? It's trash, whatever. But like I mean, there's a lot of trash people in Vancouver, man. They don't know what they're doing. My thing is like for your first project, for your first music video, bro, like that like surpassed anything I've seen around here. But like Vancouver's not saying much. It's like it's pretty scarce in talent, So but it's you know what I'm saying? But so yo, the album, Thank You, Lake Arbor. Let's get into that, man. I have a question about the album. What is it like? Okay, first off, my feedback. Me and my boy, we were like, yo, like they're about to drop the album tonight. They're like, and then we're like, yo, like once it drops, we got to meet up in the car, and then we got to listen to it in the car because you get the full. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you get the full experience in a car. Like, if a song is trashed on the phone, it's like 100 million times better in the car, So, man, all I got to say is there was not one song that I would skip on. That's the best way I could describe it. And from top to bottom, it was a very solid project. And what I just want to know the creative process going into it, like from literally the very first second you step into the studio and until the moment it releases, like what is the process? Like what do you go into with it? Like let me like just like lay it out, man, because I want to know.
That's a lot.
Hey, we got time.
I mean, I say it definitely starts with JohnnyJon making the crazy ass beat.
Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it definitely starts with the beat. There's sometimes where we're there when he's actually making the beat from top to bottom. So from there, we're able to kind of come up with melodies as the beat's going on, and kind of bounce off each other. But for I mean, what do you think, GKD?
I would say like, yeah, John is making beats consistently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So after he makes the beat, while he's making the beats, I guess we're also, because we knew what the name of this project was going to be, we knew what the name of this project was going to be like when we did our first project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was actually intended to really be the first project. It's just that Bago wasn't around.
Right.
So we already knew what the project was going to be, and then based on that, I think we kind of knew the vibe that we wanted to give off. So John makes beats regardless of whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of pick and choose which ones we know will fit the mold of that vibe, you know what I'm saying, that we want for Thank You Lake Arbor. Then, you know what I'm saying, it's very concept. So we think of the concept, we think of the presentation, how we want it to be, how we tie it in with the skits, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have voice memos of meetings and just us talking period going out all the time. So that kind of helps us tie in the vibe as well, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we're coming up with the songs as well, you know. I would say there's like different pieces that we put together and then we kind of bring them all together at the same time. So you got John making the beats already. Us knowing the name and the title. I think me and Bog, we came up with that name like a year in advance.
Right.
And then of course us just kind of creating the songs and then using the skits and things to tie it in as well.
Right. John, do you ever like just sit there and like when they're like, you know, when they're like going off on the beat, do you ever like have your input where you're like, yo, that's whack, don't do that?
Yeah, of course,
don't ruin my beat like that. Like, do you ever have that? Like,
nah, it's never ruin no beat. But if somebody say something that I think they should change or don't say, then I'll give my input.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So very like you pick and choose your moments, you know.
Yeah.
And since you don't like say much, it's like when you do, it's like, okay, yeah, we have to change it.
Yeah, I think it kind of gives off that vibe.
Yeah. Well, so like, how do you like? What inspires you to make beats? Like, how do you get inspired by like a sound and like? I know that's a complex question, but like, try to like answer.
Just listening to different types of music, really. Honestly, just listen to different things, then knowing what I want to hear and just making it into what I want to hear, basically.
Right. And then you just like pick like little things from every beat and just like make it like into your own, like make it into your own personality, right? Because
make it a JohnnyJon type beat.
JohnnyJon on the fucking beat, you dig?
Check it, you dig?
So, okay, here's another. Man, okay, so how do you guys make the track list? Like, what goes first, what goes last? Like, is that like just like you just throw it out, like, or you don't think of it? You don't think of it as much, or like, what's?
Nah, it was a whole conversation, and just placing tracks in different spots to see how it transitions, basically.
Right. Okay. So, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at
for sure. I think definitely that's one area that, you know, GKD very well you know, he takes you know, very great pride on as well, in terms of just kind of like, you know, the sequencing of the whole project. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think everybody kind of has like their thing that they very much excel in. And but yeah, for sure, like it was definitely something that, you know, we had conversations. There's songs that didn't make the album, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, maybe didn't flow well, you know, or just, you know, probably wasn't like one of the better songs, quote unquote.
Right.
But yeah, I think it was for sure conversational. It was definitely like an important thing, because like one of the things we wanted to make sure was that the project was cohesive, and it just like flew well together, like when you play it through, you know,
every song transitioned well into the other.
Transition.
Yeah. Okay, so like I'm looking at the track list right now. My top 5 would be Cowboy, All Day, Urgency, Elevator, and Till Next Time. That's like, and The Ways. That is my go-to. I ain't gonna lie, like those are fucking fire. So for All Day though, GKD, were you just like yo, Bago, I'm gonna give like 10, 15 bars. Let me do my thing. like fuck off. Definitely. I got this. You know what I mean? Like, is that what you thought? Like, you're like, yo, this is mine. Like,
so I think the beat was just vacant. Like, we didn't have anything to do with it. Okay. And then I heard it and I was like, yeah, okay, I know what to do with that one. That's kind of how that went.
That's one of my, that's like top 2 favorite song right there, if not my favorite song. Because you know, and bro, I don't know if you know, but you know who Nav is, right? It's like you have that Nav vibe. Like, it's insane. That's a good thing, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out fucking Brown Boys, fucking Goose, fucking Dom, fucking chillin', fucking. Fuck,
he got this one song I like though. It was off his new project.
Well, it's called Brown Boy. It's literally called Brown.
It's called Friends and Family. That's what it's called. Friends and
Family.
Yeah, that John hard.
I mean, he's okay, but he's just, I don't know, man. A lot of people here a lot of brown people here try to look like him. So I'm kind of sick.
Shout out Nav, man. Shout out Nav.
Shout out Nav, though, man. I hope he sees this one day. So, and then Bago, for you, like Cowboy, like you went in with that. You just like, yo, this is like, I'm owning this one.
I mean, it wasn't more so like for Negro Cowboy was definitely a song that I fed off of GKD's flow, and the song in itself, it just kind of gave me, like, there was a lot going on at the time, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of just, like, with all of my music that I make, it's just more so reflections of time periods or shit that goes on in my time, in my life. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, at Negro Cowboy, the title Negro Cowboy is the name of the collection of one of my boys' clothing line, Soji Salarin. And what was I about to say? At the time when Gucci, Gucci. So there's a bar in there where I'm like, why won't these niggas support local brands? They'll buy shit from Gucci, but not from their
mans. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the time, Gucci, I remember they had released like this blackface hoodie where it had like, the red lips, and it was a sweater, and it was modeled on like this white model.
Yeah.
And there was like this whole debate of people trying to cancel Gucci or not cancel Gucci. You see what I'm saying? And there was like people who were like, nah, I'll still wear Gucci or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? And I kind of just took that and I was just like, okay, a lot of people buy shit from Gucci, but like your man's makes dope shit too. And it's like, why don't you support that? You know what I'm saying? So I think it just resonated with the beat well. The flow was a flow that GKD came up with the "we too fly for this." That was GKD's flow. So that's at the beginning. I'm like, GKD said it. But yeah, altogether it was just like I think just because of how much it resonated with and it was well expressed was the reason why, everybody was just like, okay, cool, like, yeah, like, Bago, cool, like, so we all came to it as a unit. It wasn't just like, yo, GKD, I got this. It was like we all came to it as a unit.
Kind of like, I don't know, it fit well because like with the climate of the world right now, it sort of like went hand in hand. You guys had like a, the song Run. Like, was that like, obviously that was something that, did you guys talk about that? Like, yo, we should put out a fucking like a song that's about, politics and like racial issues and shit like that.
That's not something you just talk about. I feel like that's just something you'll do naturally or type shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I mean,
like I remember John sent the beat, and it was just like everything that was going on at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, and that's what he felt, should be on there. It was just like, yo, this I think this could be the one where, that's where we, you know, we talk about this type of topic, and we just kind of just let it all out there. You know, we didn't say anything that, you know, we're not familiar with or that hasn't happened in our lives. It's just kind of writing another page, you know what I'm saying, of like the diary of just like,
it's just all genuine shit, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So one thing I will say, I think Bago and GKD, you guys complement each other really well, because GKD, you're like, you know, the singer type, you know, the soft spoken, but then you can go off for like a few bars, but then Bago, you're kind of like, you know, you come in like hot, you know, you come in like, you know, you really like trying to be like aggressive with it. Like, you think that works really well with you two, like just like between you two? Like, what do you think of that dynamic?
Where I fit in.
You said what?
I get in where I fit in.
Yeah.
You say you get in where you fit in, but now I think it's a great combination, honestly. That
you think
way
so?
we can,
okay,
make tracks they wouldn't make on their own. So when they come together, it's just like a perfect match.
Right. Is there times where it's like, okay, I guess I gotta like, you know, I gotta slow down a little bit more, or, you know, speed it up to fit, you know, Bago's, you know, tempo or GKD's tempo? Is that like ever like, are these like the type of shit that like goes on in the process as well? Like,
Yeah, sometimes I feel like Dave wouldn't necessarily get on the song, but just because Bago is on the song, he would hop on it type shit.
Okay. I feel that. So for me, I love the song. So for me, like, I've had this debate with a lot of people, like, what makes a good album? Man, it's, so you guys have 11 songs. The general rule with me and a lot of people is at least half the songs have to be good, you know, at least half of them, right? So, but the thing is, for me, bro, like the Carter, Lil Wayne, the Carter 3, it's, how many songs is that fucking song? It has like 16, 17 songs. Only like 6 or 7 of them are like bangers, but like those 6 or 7 are like timeless. So for me, that's my favorite album of all time. And like some of those songs I don't even listen to on that album. So that's what makes a good album for me. Like, what do you guys makes a good album, basically?
A good album to me is I can play from top to bottom, no skips. And
No skips.
I revisit the album often.
Okay.
Nostalgia for me.
Say that again, GKD?
Yeah, it has to be timeless.
Exactly, nostalgia, right? What
Yeah,
about you?
I'd say the same. Like for me, just being able to, like JohnnyJon said, come back to it, and whether if it was for the vibe or for the message, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can think of like so many albums where like if you really like step back and think about it, like the songs are kind of trash, but since during that during that time when you
During
were
that
living,
time, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like, I listened to I'm not gonna call this person out, because if he sees this, he'll cancel me for life. I listened to the album and I was like, fuck, this song is trash. I don't know why but like it brings back memories as soon as I like start listening to it, right? It's just like it brings me back to that time. So, and it was a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what's your of 2020? What's one of the albums that you are? Give me 3 albums.
I already know the one.
Do you guys know who I'm gonna say? Please tell me you know.
The Weeknd.
Absolutely, bro. Oh my God. He's a G. My thing with The Weeknd though, man, he's such a, he does it for the art, man. He keeps it like to himself. He doesn't do interviews. He's not about that shit, and he's just a genius, man. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, he's
man.
tough. Yeah, he's definitely tough.
You know, like, from top to bottom, I would say After Hours is like, it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, there's a couple songs I wouldn't listen to like voluntarily, but if they came on, I definitely wouldn't skip. But man, yeah, Weekend is like, that's my fucking guy. So who inspires you guys like in the rap game? Do you guys like emulate any like of your songs or like your your styles to like anyone in the game? I know you guys try and do your own thing, like you guys obviously will want to create for your own personality, but is there anyone that you guys kind of like emulate?
Yeah, like for me, I'm definitely inspired by Dom Kennedy, ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Playboy Cardi, you know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, and I'm for sure inspired by the rhythms of like my, where I'm from, 80. Just by, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where I was able to kind of get rhythm and kind of learn melodies, like kind of be able to come up with melodies. And other than that, like, G Unit, man.
G Unit. Young Buck.
Shout out to Young Buck, man. Straight out of Cash Buck. Classic album. Yeah, like I was just mobbing for real, like I was mobbing with them, and I was mobbing with obviously Kanye, you know what I'm saying? There's so many. For me, there's so many, but if I were to give you like a top 3 off the top of my mind, it would definitely be Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, I knew that.
ASAP Rocky, and probably Playboy Cardi.
Dude, Cardi. Playboy's last album was one of the worst things I've ever heard. Straight up.
Huh?
Playboy, what? His last. Are you kidding me?
You talking about Whole Lot of Red?
Like literally the one that came out like last week.
Oh, Whole Lot of Red? Nah, yeah, you tripping.
Are you serious? You're joking. Please tell me. What's it called? Whole Lot of Red. That one.
Yeah.
Bro.
Hey, you tripping.
You guys,
all I'm gonna say is go re-listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got
very loud speakers.
You gotta keep listening.
Man.
Ready to catch a vibe.
I don't know, man. I don't know. God.
But then again, who am I to say what you're supposed to like or what not supposed to like?
Yeah, everyone has different.
That's the beauty of it,
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't like. For me, it just wasn't it. But obviously, like, I'm sure he's doing great in other places and other people, like, But yo, GKD, as like a dude that like, you have a singing voice, obviously, and who do you really like? Who in the game do you sort of emulate or kind of get inspired by with the sound? If you do, if you don't, then you can say, no, I don't. I just my fucking own thing.
Into everything, you know what I'm saying? Like they could tell you like how the car shuffle go. But if I have to say different types of music and vibes, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you live instrumentation is a big thing for me. A Nigerian household. I F with the 2000s. Feel good. And R&B as well. But I listen to everybody, and you know what I'm saying? I pull from it's a lot of things that make a nigga, you know?
Yeah, I believe that 100%. So you guys are actually fucking filming a music video tonight. Can you disclose any info on that, or is that is that under the cover right now?
It's all at the Sebago.
I
asked you, bro. I asked you yesterday. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna ask you about the music video. You're like, yeah, bro, that's cool, man. Fucking ask me. Fucking go for it, man.
Yeah, bro. We about to record. Hint. It's one of the songs we spoke about in this interview. I'll say that.
Oh shit!
And all I'm gonna say is GKD said it. Goddamn.
Yeah. Bro, okay, if it's a song I'm thinking about, oh shit.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of, you know, and it's gonna, yeah, man. Hey, just stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned, you know what I'm saying?
Stay tuned, man.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, man.
Bro, so okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I mean you guys gotta do your own thing, you know. It's already 3 o'clock there, it's 12 here. So I mean you guys gotta start like getting in the mode. What are your 2021 plans and what are your goals with this, man? Just like let me know.
Trying to drop.
Wait, GKD, say that again? GKD, say that again?
Yeah, I'm probably trying to drop at least 2 projects this year, like a project and a mixtape. Independent, everything's considered a mixtape. But yeah, I'm trying to drop like a project and a mixtape this year.
Just on your own, just like solo. Wait, say that again?
I'm making the beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Solo, okay. Bago, what about you, man? Like, where are you trying to go with this?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man.
Like, what are your goals?
You know,
like,
I might got some singles coming out. You see what I'm saying? You know, I might got a couple singles coming out. I definitely want to drop like at least a handful of singles. I got some features that I'm gonna be on. And you know, in terms of music and all together, man, like 2021, just trying to keep this thing going, you know, keep leveling up Lake Arbor Records as we doing. You see the merch. And yeah, just keep pushing forward, staying positive, staying healthy, and doing it with the family, man, for real.
Yeah, just creating, you know.
You know.
And JohnnyJon, I already know you're just a creator. You're just gonna do your own thing. You're just gonna fucking.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm dropping more singles this year. Producing.
Do you collaborate with a lot of other artists too, John?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I like to reach out to other artists around the area and try to work with them. Yeah.
Right. Do you ever reach out to like outside the DMV or?
Yeah. I got my man Jarvis Hodges. He's out of Dallas, but other than that, not really.
Not really. Do you plan on reaching out, like branching out to like other places too? I mean,
eventually, but that ain't my focus right now. It's mainly Lake Arbor Records, and that's about it.
Right. So, okay, one more thing before I let you guys go. What goes into a record label? Like, what do you need? Like, what makes it into a like record label? Like, I don't know much about it. Like, how does it work?
You need a
well,
team,
first,
honestly.
goddamn, you need artists.
Yeah, facts.
Second, you need goddamn beats. We got that. And yeah, but I think the beauty of this whole thing was is just that we're able to figure everything out as we go, learn the rules to the game, and build with. I'd say the one of the most important things aside of everything, and that's with any business endeavor or whatever the case you're doing, have people that you could trust. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing that we have at Lake Arbor Records. And we're every other piece, we're putting together, gaining knowledge from each other, and going out to search for knowledge. You see what I'm saying? But I think it all started with us being able to rely on each other and all having the common goal to like, yo, we do want to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And what better people to do with you than your best friends, you know?
Right.
Nah, facts.
That's a blessing, bro. Like that's, so that's like, you guys got lucky with that for sure. So, man, thank you guys for coming in. I know this is, it's hard, you know, the logistics and everything. But I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Hey,
man.
we gotta come do this in Vancouver.
Yeah, man, in person. Like virtual doesn't do justice, man. Virtual.
What's the weather like down there?
I mean, right now it's kind of sunny, but like kind of cloudy too. It's weird, man. This place is fucked. Wago knows this place is fucked. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words every single fucking day at this fucking city. So,
is it raining right now? Or
no, it's not raining, bro. It's literally like there's a ray of sun, but then there's clouds around it. So it's like I can't really tell if it's about to. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just stressed out, man. I'm gonna go take a nap after this. But man, episode 8, enjoyour24. We got the Lake Arbor boys on the fucking pod. GKD, Sebago, and JohnnyJon on the beat. Thank you, boys. I appreciate it. We'll keep in touch.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, appreciate
You're doing
you,
your thing, man. You're doing a great job, bro.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Means a lot. You too, man.
All right.
We'll talk.
All right, Brody.
Peace.
Peace.